An axe-wielding maniac terrorizes residents of Plymouth, Massachusetts after a Black Friday riot ends in tragedy. Picking off victims one by one, the seemingly random revenge killings soon become part of a larger, sinister plan. Today, I'm going to recap the film called Thanksgiving, which was released in 2023. But before we jump into the details, make sure to show us some love by liking the video, leaving a comment, and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get right into it. The movie begins in Plymouth, Massachusetts, with the town gearing up for Thanksgiving. Local Sheriff Eric joins friend Mitch for dinner, only for Mitch to be called to work at Wright Mart for the Black Friday sale. At the upscale Wright residence, tensions brew between Thomas's daughter, Jessica, and her soon-to-be stepmother, Kathleen. As the Black Friday sale approaches at Wright Mart, Jessica and Bobby's friends, Evan, Gabby, Scuba, and Yulia, plan to watch a movie after Thanksgiving dinner. Traffic forces them to stop at the store, where they gain quick entry due to Jessica's connection. Inside, tensions rise as rival school students, led by Lonnie, demand entry. The situation escalates, leading to a stampede and shattered glass, causing chaos in the store as people scramble for deals. Sheriff Eric and Amanda, there to deliver food, are caught in the midst of the frenzy. Amidst the chaos at Wright Mart, most kids scramble to safety, but Evan seizes the opportunity to record the events, hoping for fame. Meanwhile, Bobby attempts to aid an injured guard, but ends up with a broken arm when someone accidentally steps on it. In another tragic turn, Amanda fights for her life but succumbs to a fatal blow from a shopping cart, leaving Mitch devastated. As Sheriff Eric gains control by firing a warning shot, the movie fast-forwards 1 year. Evan's video gains widespread internet attention. News reports reveal that, despite the previous tragedy, Wright Mart is proceeding with Black Friday sales, sparking protests, including one from Mitch, the grieving Mart manager. The Wright family quickly exonerated attempts image repair through charity work, but public animosity persists. Bobby's career is cut short by a debilitating injury, and mysterious malfunctions in the store's cameras fuel conspiracy theories. The next morning, Sheriff Eric and his deputy receive John Carver masks, a local holiday tradition. Teenagers at a fair discuss a mysterious Instagram user tagging them in the stampede video. Despite reporting it, the unsettling video keeps resurfacing. Jessica, Kathleen, and Sheriff Eric plan a Wright Mart ad campaign at the John Carver house, but find it mysteriously vandalized. An axe goes missing from the John Carver house, prompting Sheriff Eric to investigate. At a diner, Jessica reveals to Bobby that Kathleen deleted security footage to avoid lawsuits. Meanwhile, an Instagram post by the John Carver invites them to Thanksgiving dinner, but they dismiss it. Jessica, now dating Ryan, tries to move on despite a tension with Bobby. A masked figure appears and vanishes outside, adding to the mystery. The narrative shifts to a mysterious man fixated on the stampede video, targeting diner waitress Lizzie. Later, she's attacked and killed by a John Carver masked assailant, shocking onlookers as her lower half is placed atop Wright Mart. Sheriff Eric suspects a link to the previous year's riots and investigates. Diner CCTV reveals the killer in a John Carver mask, causing panic. The ominous dinner table photo includes all their names. Jessica informs her father, Thomas Wright, but he insists Black Friday sales proceed. During an interrogation, Jessica reveals Kathleen deleted the footage, heightening the suspense. Outside, Jessica encounters Bobby, back in town and confessing his year-long ghosting. In turn, Jessica reveals Kathleen's secret. Tensions rise as Ryan arrives, kissing Jessica and stirring jealousy in Bobby. Manny, a security guard from the chaotic night, now packs for vacation, scared of the town's eerie murders. Discovering a John Carver mask on his couch, Manny attempts to intimidate the killer with a bat, but it backfires. The psychopath decapitates Manny, leaving his head before departing. The next morning, Jessica retrieves backup footage and fears for her safety. Meanwhile, Ryan stalks her house. Lonnie, who incited the stampede, trains in the gym, and the killer interrupts his intimate moment, murdering Lonnie and his girlfriend gruesomely. Sheriff Eric warns the teens, but Evan and Gabby are ambushed. Jessica receives a distress message from Gabby, leading her into an attack. She escapes to a science lab, temporarily blinding the killer with hairspray. Outside, the sheriff calms Jessica. Unawar, the killer, is still at large. Scuba, disillusioned with the police, decides to arm himself. Yulia's father plans to relocate her, but the killer infiltrates, silencing them both. Yulia, on a call with Scuba, witnesses the gruesome events. Stabbing her ears, the killer waves at Scuba through the phone, heightening the tension. Fearing for Yulia's safety, Scuba and Jessica rush to her residence, only to find the killer holding her at knife point. Scuba's attempt to intervene fails due to a safety pin on his gun, and the killer cruelly throws Yulia onto a buzzsaw, killing her instantly. With several deaths mounting, the police decide on a risky plan, using Jessica's family as bait during the Thanksgiving parade. The parade takes a dark turn when the killer, now disguised as a creepy clown, wreaks havoc, causing chaos and abducting Jessica's family and Scuba. Kathleen narrowly escapes the killer's culinary plans, but the psychopath continues his gruesome acts. Jessica, her dad, Scuba, Evan, and Gabby are tied up, forced to witness the horror. The killer begins a sadistic spree, broadcasting Evan's brutal death and attempting to feed Thomas Wright a piece of Kathleen's roasted flesh. Jessica, using a special ring, and Scuba manage to free themselves, attacking the killer and leading him away from the dinner table. They escape to the John Carver house, but not without sacrifices. Scuba gets injured. Jessica, running through tunnels, reaches the town center, where she discovers Sheriff Eric unconscious. Spotting someone in a John Carver mask entering a warehouse, she enters cautiously, only to find it's Bobby. Gunshots are heard, and the sheriff claims he fired at Bobby, who escaped. The police arrive, rescuing Jessica's friends and dad. After they leave, Jessica notices brambles on Eric's shoes, connecting him to the killer. The sheriff confesses to his vengeance-driven spree after Amanda's death, planning to frame Bobby. Jessica exposes him by live-streaming his confession, but Eric attempts to tranquilize her. Bobby intervenes, saving Jessica, and they run inside the warehouse, pursued by the sheriff with his classic axe. In a dramatic showdown, Jessica and Bobby divert the sheriff's attention, inflating a combustible balloon. Attempting to flee, Eric thwarts their escape, but Jessica shoots the balloon, causing a massive explosion that ultimately kills the sheriff. In the aftermath, Bobby is taken away in an ambulance, and Jessica reunites with Ryan, Gabby, and Scuba. The film concludes with authorities unable to find the sheriff's remains, presuming he was incinerated in the explosion. If you enjoyed the video, leave us a like and subscribe for more. Let us know your thoughts in the comments section. Stay awesome.